Thank you so much for staying with us. So, production assistant Kimon White recently spoke with Oraine Simpson. He's a young man who's gone through a whole heap of trials and tribulations throughout it all. He recently met his wife, Danielle, and their relationship and how it unfolded is a story that we're bringing to you today. So, Kimon White wrote and produced a feature, and it's narrated by Deidre Gordon.
Oraine Simpson was diagnosed with renal disease in 2014 at 16 years old. He's been battling it ever since. He now has end-stage renal disease, meaning his kidneys no longer work as they should to remove waste and excess fluid from his body. But at just 16, Oraine didn't understand what was happening to him.
So when I was sent to UE, I actually was diagnosed now, and that's when it all started. But me not knowing what's happening, because I'm still like a child. I don't know what kidney failure is. I don't know what happens when your kidney fails or any of that. And I was there now, swollen, can't breathe, can't do anything. And that's when it's really started. That's when I did my first surgery, because they did diagnose with kidney failure, and it wasn't even like stage 1. It was end stage, meaning both kidney had failed over that short period of time. And that's when I did the first surgery.
Oraine underwent a total of 10 surgeries, including a major heart surgery and the removal of a huge tumor from his chin. He says he has had to endure surgery every year since 2019.
I think I got used to doing surgeries after a while, but I always hate the fact that, especially when I'm doing surgeries under general anesthesia and me having so much comorbidities, it literally put the thought of you may not wake after one of these surgeries, plus the pain, and it's like torture all the time, not being able to take eye pain medicine because of my issues. So I literally have to bear most of the pain through most of my surgeries. I don't even know how to explain. Even before the tumor, I was diagnosed with a heart disease, which is pericarditis, and I ended up removing the pericardium, so I did a full open heart surgery. Before that, I had osteoporosis, which is bone disease, and that's where they had to reconstruct my knee because I had torn the patella tendon, meaning the tendon completely tore off the bone, so I had to reconstruct my knee.
To make matters worse, in 2021, Oraine was diagnosed with a brown tumor. This is a bone lesion when the bone has been damaged. It can be caused when the parathyroid glands in the neck are producing too much of the hormones that help regulate calcium levels in the blood.
When the tumor started, it started very small, like a small dot, and it progresses. But the funny thing about it is that they actually mentioned that the parathyroid needed to be removed before the tumor to stop growing.
Oraine couldn't have the surgery he needed to remove the parathyroid, as the heart surgery he also needed was more urgent. In the meantime, the tumor on his chin continued to grow.
Putting off the removal of the parathyroid actually let the tumor progress to the state that it was, where I was unable to really talk properly, eat, it was bleeding, and plus just the aesthetic of it being that you have a tumor that's not normal, self-confidence wise and all of that.
Oraine says he was still wearing a mask even after the COVID-19 pandemic ended.
When COVID came and everybody was wearing a mask, it was a good thing because I was able to hide the tumor. So even after COVID, no, I still did not do the surgery. So I would not feel comfortable walking around without the mask. So I was still wearing the mask even after COVID. Everybody was asking, pull on your mask, why are you wearing a mask? But really it was just to hide the tumor, to prevent all this unwanted attention, questions, person not understanding, plus kids would laugh or all of that. So it was literally a good thing that I could wear the mask, and I was dying just to do the surgery so I could stop.
He was able to raise over $2 million via his social media platform TikTok and his GoFundMe account to cover the cost of his surgery at the University Hospital of the West Indies. Doctors successfully removed the tumor in August, but he wasn't happy with the results at first.
Like the very first time, I wouldn't say the very first time, my reaction would have come later on when I was properly healed. Because the very first time I still have a lot of swelling from surgery. But I could see the difference, meaning that the tumor kind of been removed, but too much swelling was there. So I'm like, this is not what I bargained for. I was really looking for coming back down way more. So my happy moment or my joy moment would come after like I went home, was discharged, and I was there and I realized that each morning that I looked in the mirror, it was literally coming down.
The years of struggling with so many medical issues took a real toll.
So going through all of that, you naturally will ask the question like, why me? Basically. But then because of not having enough knowledge, I really didn't know what's happening really. Because I'm thinking that, you went to the hospital, you're sick, regardless of the sickness, they're gonna like fix you and then send you back. Little to my knowledge that wasn't the case. This was literally gonna be a progression and also a lifelong thing. So dealing with all of that, it was like a numb feeling really. And I just think that, hey, this is gonna be my life, so I'm just gonna deal with it.
But in 2019, Oraine met Danielle while working at a call center. The strength and resilience of their relationship has inspired many people. Danielle says she didn't even realize he was ill.
He was just a normal person when I met him. So he didn't approach me like a sick person. It was actually someone else that told me that he was sick. And then I asked him about it and he's like, yes, I go to KPH 2 days out of the week to do dialysis. I'm like, okay, fine, that's okay with me. Because from high school, I normally educate myself about kidney, so I was okay with that. So he was just like a normal person when I met him.
There are so many things she loves about Oraine.
I can say I'm head over heels for Oraine. He's a very nice individual, I can say that. And I like how bold he is and how confident he was before the tumor. And now that is coming back, so I'm really happy about that.
There were plenty of naysayers, but Danielle didn't care. She says their love only grew stronger.
When we came on TikTok, they were like, why is she with him? How did he get a girl like that? And it didn't make any sense to me. Say the first time we went on TikTok, when I came off, my sister had to text me immediately because she knows how soft I am, because I was going to cry. And she said, no, we know you love him. Don't listen to these strangers, they don't know what they're saying. So I was actually okay. After that, I got used to it. And it didn't change anything for me.
3 years after they met, Danielle and Oraine got married in 2022. Although it was a tough period for the young couple, Danielle says her wedding day was wonderful.
We got married with the tumor on his face. I was excited. That was the best day of my life so far. I was just so excited. It was like I was waiting for it, finding stability, love, giving love, receiving love. I was okay with that. So I was really excited to get married. So he proposed in 2021, October, and I wanted to get married by February of the next year. And he's like, no, we have to wait a little bit. I'm like, okay, let's do it in March then. And then, it was just something small with our close family.
They don't hesitate when it comes to expressing their appreciation and love for one another.
Thank you for seeing me beyond the surface, beyond beauty. Thank you for motivating me, pushing me to be not shy.
I appreciate you. That's something that she doesn't hear a lot, and I should start saying that. I think I should start. But I appreciate the fact that it's hard for her, but she's strong enough and she's resilient enough to deal with all that comes with. And that's most important, because not many persons can actually manage all of this. But the fact that she handled it so well, without complaining, without having an issue, because trust me, when I'm in hospital and I'm in pain, I'm a different person. But she's understanding, she's caring, and I just want to tell you that that is what I love you the most for.
Oraine says they are now looking forward to catching up on everything they missed because of his illnesses.
Now that the tumor has been removed, we can actually go places, do things, and just enjoy like the honeymoon phase that we literally missed. Because we have been married for like over a year, going 2 years, and we did not go on the honeymoon. Neither have we gone to several places we wanted. Because even when I was going with the tumor, trying to eat at a restaurant with the mask on, it's very difficult. It looks a certain way. So to answer the question, it's definitely going out, going more places and enjoying all the things that we had missed.
I'm Deidre Gordon, taking you beyond the headlines for Feel Good Friday.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Kimon. Kimon White produced that feature, narrated by Deidre.